I guess so.
Damn it!
My stream intro is done, so.
No more fishing.
Yeah. Gonna have to live in the regular world with the rest of us. Oh, it's doing the thing again.
The thing?
Yeah, where this game is larger than my screen.
Oh.
For no discernible reason.
I see.
Why is my game running like shit? Does Senex like this hit song Strangers Like Me by Phil Collins from the Disney movie Tarzan? I don't know, but you know what song I do like? In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. More specifically, the cover by the Proto Men.
Oh, true. True. That is a good one.
But Strangers Like Me. Where's my inspecting outfit? There it is.
Where the fuck is the quest?
It's in the Scholasticate.
Yep, I found it. So I actually was on before you.
Oh my god, she's adorable.
I was about to say.
Alright, let's talk to... Oh wait, hold on.
There you go. I want to know, can you... Okay.
It's the song.
Yeah, I know. Hi, Brian.
Given how poorly this man has covered his tracks, I am inclined to believe that he will come to the Crozier sooner rather than later to procure the usual assortment of goods. Let us head there, Senex and Alistair. We must follow the trail while it is still fresh.
Okay, but Brian, before we do that, what time is it?
Is it perhaps... Check's watch. Gamer time.
Oh god, I shot
That was a crisp one.
I had my thumb over the actual hole, so when I did it, it just dunked. I just dunked my thumb into the Mountain Dew.
I've heard keeping your thumb over the hole is bad for you.
It can cut your finger.
Well, it's more about the concern for the urethra.
I realized what you meant after I said what I said. That's what 2 hours of listening to it gets you.
Do you think Briarden would be my boyfriend? No.
Oh, God.
I already have a girlfriend.
She's in federal prison.
Not for anything weird, mind you, just for stealing and killing multiple people in the name of a dead country. Wait.
Terrorism. Ah, the destination. Oh, I wonder if there's anything here.
Nope.
Low-key, when are you two kissing?
If everything goes right on the June trip.
Oh my god.
If he comes this way to purchase food and medicines from Mestino as frequently as Blazy's notes indicate, we shouldn't have long... Senex, Alistair, over there! That scar! Those robes!
By the gods!
That's our man.
Don't make it obvious.
Excellent question.
Actually, the real question is, did anyone even voice this guy?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Final Fantasy XIV voices. Search Mestino. That's a resounding Mestino.
Ah, good to know.
You got this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. A pleasure to see you again, sir. The usual?
Aye. And don't forget the you-know-what. Yes, the dildo. It's the dildo.
Kind of fucking weird, I'm not gonna lie.
Are you judging me?
No,
In the year 1801?
If this is the real world, yes.
Suspicious, merchant? I don't remember what his name was.
Yeah, I think a suspicious merchant.
Hurry, Senex Alistair. We mustn't let him out of our sight.
Oh,
We've
sorry, Brandon.
already let them out of our sight. Don't worry. You drank Mountain Dew. It's to be expected.
Oh, okay. So he ran off this way. The real question is... Oh, it does actually lead us that way. Okay.
Yeah.
That is the one thing that I have noticed sometimes. That characters will walk off one direction, and then they'll end up in a different fucking direction that doesn't make sense. But this one actually fell through, and it was like, no, you go this way.
Man. Maybe it's just me, but... this chicken is not hitting. On Skibbity.
Oh, no. No.
It doesn't help that it was just kind of like sitting on the kitchen table.
Oh.
Like it was in a closed container, but
Well,
like
yeah.
so it like all solidified together, and even like microwaving it just kind of cooked it together. I'm kind of like not hungry now.
Yeah, I can imagine that's. I wonder if that's that box Chinese chicken, quote unquote, that you can get.
No, so this is literally banquet popcorn chicken with General Tso's like sauce on it.
Oh, okay. So it was just leftover mixed in with a sauce.
Basically.
Gotcha.
Our suspect just passed through the Ark of the Worthy, where there are like to be fewer people. Take care not to be spotted. Okay. Am I gonna get to use my sword anytime soon?
Are we gonna be that? I think that's like one thing that I want to do is take a fucking break of doing zero combat.
Oh yeah, after
Smashing
this
it
we
back.
have Alexander.
Oh right, yeah. I forgot we're doing a whole raid series, aren't we?
I think we're doing 2.
Oh, is it 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I kind of liked his like Ishgardian knight look.
Is it down there? I have like 3 different quests in this area right now.
Yeah, it's kind of southwest.
Oh wait, then why the fuck? Get in the car.
Yeah. Get in the car.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I have a gun. Get in my fucking van.
Dude, just that reminds me of the fucking skew that
The loaded gun skew.
loaded gun skew. It's so fucking good. Hi, Brian.
Did you say loaded gun?
Yes. Now get in the van.
What on earth is a van? On Eorzea.
On Eorzea. What the fuck?
It would
is a
appear
van?
our suspect is not alone. He has a guard with him. I should like very much to know the contents of that carriage. I'm referring to your ass, Alistair.
Wait, what?
I'm bisexual now. Keep them distracted while I sneak past, will you? Approach them and announce you are here to conduct a surprise inspection. You will undoubtedly command their full attention for a sufficient amount of time. Are you ready, Senex and Alistair? Very good.
I didn't even
Very good.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you a joke.
Aqua just logged out. What the fuck? You too. What about us two?
There you go. Very important question. I don't want to say it on stream.
No, I think that's a good one for stream, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say when Brian and you were like, I'm bisexual now. I wanted to fucking say, when the fan story turns a character into a different sexuality.
I believe the term is fan fiction.
Yeah, it's fan fiction. Yeah. Which one's hotter, green or brown M&M?
I think it's green M&M.
Fucking what now?
Okay, so that's green M&M. What does brown M&M look like? No, not brown mustard. Oh, fuck, she has glasses.
What is this question?
Fuck. I don't know if I can choose. Can I do both at the same time?
See, I'm biased. No, Aurora says no. I'm
No?
biased because
Okay.
my favorite color is green,
Yeah.
but brown has the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who released first. Was it green or brown? I think it was green.
I think they were all at the same time.
Were they? No, because I think the characters actually came out in different times. Oh,
That's Aqua. We're not in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
God damn it. Green, brown came later. I thought so. So I don't know. I would probably go green, just because it is also my favorite color. Oh,
I need to hear their voices. Hold on.
Aqua. Who's hotter, the green M&M or the brown M&M?
Green,
Wait, it's my favorite color.
green M&M commercial strip. What the fuck?
Brown.
Calm down.
Okay, apparently
Green
Aqua's
cat call
face.
commercial. Why does the dog want to fuck her? Why are you talking to your child like that?
Yeah, I understand she has glasses, but
Green M&M's got like a raspy voice. It's gonna be hard to beat.
oh, a fate literally just dropped right on top of us. Al, you're getting blocked. No.
Yeah, it's the brown M&M for sure. She's got the voice.
It was just because it was my favorite color. What the fuck? Oh, hey, dude. Hey.
That's not where you're going. This is where you need to go.
Well, no, I know, but that's the carriage that we're supposed to be stalking. Oh, we have to say.
Yeah, you have to say inspection in say chat. Cock
God.
inspection. Checkpoint. Whip it out. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. Lowercase I. There we go. I don't care about favorite color. Which do you want to fuck? I'm gonna say Alistair wants to fuck the brown one. Inspection? What in the seven hells are you on about? You're no temple knight. You've no right. Unless... I trust the goods have been properly secured, and the carriage is ready for a quick getaway if necessary. Yes.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, boss.
Don't worry about it, boys. I got it.
Don't worry, boss. I got you.
All of our illegal goods are stashed away, boss.
Right then, where were we? Ah, yes. We will not be consenting to your inspection. Now kindly piss off. Damn it, boy, what are you doing?
My apologies, sir. I thought I saw movement around back. Maybe I should go and check.
Hold on, I gotta add these characters.
I said inspection, bitch.
Caravan guard, Alistair.
Oh, he's calling us a gooner.
Idiot! Can't you see this gooner is intent on starting a fight? Take care of them first and conduct your checks after. As for you, you should have run while you still had the chance. Never should have come here.
Oh yeah, you can take care of it.
You sense a hostile presence. Oh no! What are we gonna do?
No.
Oh no!
You know what?
Oh damn! He actually like had some health.
I was legit just gonna kill him with like basic attacks.
Oh, Maik. I wonder if that's a reference to Maik the Liar
Maik the Liar?
from Skyrim.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's a Khajiit. Actually, I think he's in all of the since Daggerfall.
I think since Daggerfall, yes.
Crow Wickless. Got no wick, no dick.
No balls.
What the fuck? Scale. Oh.
Probably no butthole because he feeds off radiation.
Okay, his name is an Elder Scrolls reference.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait.
What?
It's the person that we've been looking for.
Oh, is it Ula?
I think that's Ula.
Hmm. Senex Alistair, it was as we suspected. The thug and his guard have been holding Ulis hostage in the back of this carriage ever since she'd vanished. Though this ordeal has undoubtedly caused her a great deal of distress, she does not appear to be physically injured. I'm missing an arm! While you were doubtless eager to question her, as I am, she must be given time to rest and recuperate. These two, on the other hand, need not be afforded any such consideration. You there! What is the meaning of this? Just doing your job for you. Oh dear, I almost passed out. I was having an epileptic... I'm having a stroke. It seems all that earlier commotion and my stroke has drawn the attention of the guards. Excellent, they can deal with the ruffians. The guards just like cough.
Yes, you know vigilantism is illegal.
Bitch, we're the warrior of light. We can basically do whatever we want. I killed your pope. What are you gonna do? I shall escort Ula to the Scholasticate dormitory and speak with the instructors. When all has been settled, let us speak again at St. Remenad's Cathedral.
Pray return to the cathedral?
Pray return to the Scholasticate.
Oh,
Pray
God.
return to these nuts.
Oh, no!
I'm going to teleport back to Foundation because I don't want to walk.
Alright, good. I was about to do the same.
Bet. Okay, I'm hungry, but I do not want to fucking eat this.
The dope?
Yeah, I just feel bad throwing it away.
Look, if it's bad, if it's bad the one time, it's gonna be bad the rest of the time, so I don't think anyone's gonna complain.
Yeah.
That is what I've had to learn, is that if you reheat it once and it's bad, if you try to reheat it a second time, it's gonna be even worse.
You should be glad to hear that Ula will be fine. Sister Gatesella is with her now, tending to her needs as we speak. Scholasticate quests. So anyway, yeah, that's when I told him, if you don't stop, I'm gonna jerk you off. I expect she will soon be strong enough to answer our questions. Until then, what the fuck was that story?
I don't know, Bryden.
Whatever. We must make do with what information the Temple Knights can extract from the kidnappers. Unfortunately, while the ruffians confess to abducting Ula in exchange for a large sum of gil, they have told us little else of value thus far. Apparently, their employer draped themselves in such thick furs that they could not even say if they were a man or a woman. They claim this cloaked figure offered no explanation as to why they wanted them to snatch the girl and keep her confined to the carriage indefinitely, and so they had no choice but to keep moving to stay ahead of the Temple Knights and await further instructions. Hopefully, we will learn more as interrogations progress. I fear, however, that our mastermind has cloaked themselves in layer upon layer of secrecy, and will take more than a few pointed questions to penetrate all of them.
Pause?
I'm very pent up. Look at this hot statue of Helone. Look at those fucking thighs. Imagine them crushing your fucking head. God, I'm fucking rock hard right now.
Just like that statue.
I'm going to have to jerk off in the corner. I'll be right back.
Oh, god damn it.
But regardless of how well they have hidden their intentions and their identity, we will bring them to justice soon enough. Why is it showing fat cock? Did fat cock do it?
I doubt it.
And once we learn all that we can from our friends in the Temple Knight's custody, as well as Ula, we will be that much closer to restoring peace to the Scholasticate.
Bro is looking at nothing.
To shine the light of truth upon the secrets buried in the dark, the children once more come together, gross, that they may know her power and her glory of her thighs.
Of her thighs.
Thank you for redeeming the first.
Yippee.
Gotta get back to school.
Gotta get back.
Ah, Senix, Alistair, I was wondering when you'd show up. The Temple Knights have deemed Ula fit to recount the events of her kidnapping, and have taken her into the room just beyond for questioning, with Blazy to accompany for support.
Oh.
I still haven't relieved myself.
Pause.
It would appear the questioning is done. Let us see what we might learn. I have to walk like this because I have a boner.
Yeah, a big, fat, massive ego. Yes.
Hail, my good man. I am Inspector Bryden, and these are my associates Senix and Alistair. I understand that you've spoken with Ula regarding her kidnapping. Is there aught you might share with us?
Nope.
Oh.
He's a trusty Temple Knight.
Ah.
Inspector Bryden. Master Alistair. Mr. Senix. I fear that it would seem that Lady Ula knows even less of her own abduction than we do. As she tells it, the only people she saw during the captivity were the two thugs now in our custody. We've questioned them thrice over, but they insist their employer had disguised themselves so well they can't even say for certain if they were a man or a woman. Which much less give us a description.
I just realized I'm using the wrong model. Hold on.
Now, for what little it is worth, we did learn that the two were once orphans, raised as charges of the sea? Okay, weird. To betray the nation that fed and clothed them for a handful of coin. But I must return to my post. Should we come across anything of actual significance, I shall be here, sure to alert you.
Yes, the cheek flag. Blazy, are there any details our friend may have neglected to mention? Were I Blazy?
I think you were also Blazy. That's why I took the trusty.
Oh wait, yeah, I was, but I didn't add her to the list.
Oh.
Yep.
Ophums.
I fear that Ula's testimony proved entirely unenlightening. There is another development, however, that has been troubling me. Rumors that Arkham Baden was behind the abduction are circulating about the Scholasticate once more. Again, with those asinine allegations. And this time, the students seem convinced more than ever of his guilt. No longer content to sit back and wait for events to take their course, they've been pushing for his expulsion. Theo has been doing his best to convince them to disregard the rumors, but it seems any mention of Arkham Baden only serves to fuel their rage. I must hurry back and help him. I'm also going to suck his dick.
Pause?
I want them to fuck so bad. Senex, that's my sister. Oh, sorry, I forgot you were sitting there. Anyway, I suspect this is less a reflection on the prefect himself than a manifestation of aimless anxiety and fear. Still, I dare say this commotion might prove to be an opportunity in disguise. I shall make my way to the vaults to continue my own investigations. In the meantime, I ask that you go and keep an eye on the seminarians and an ear to the ground. Are we gonna have to go walk through the fucking seminary again and talk to everyone?
I think so. So, from what we know, we have a person who is actively endangering these students. I have a feeling that it's not actually Arkham Batum, because he's like suspect number 1, and they're actively tarnishing his name. It's
That's
probably
fair.
gonna be the person. It's probably gonna be the person who started the rumor.
I get more to discuss it.
It's you.
Shit! How do you know?
How'd you know? Turns back into the Pope.
Ah, god damn it. Uh-oh. Oh, everyone's yelling.
I'm angry too.
I'm so fucking
calm
pissed
down.
right now. Uh-oh.
Oh no, Harry Potter's upset.
Oh no, fat cock. Wait.
Did someone play Stern Seminarian?
Oh,
Hildebrand? Yeah, it was you.
Hildebrand! What if those ruffians truly were in his ploy? Are we to stand idly by until he betrays one of us, as he did poor Ula?
Thank you for the head pats.
Yeah!
His refusal to provide us with anything resembling a reasonable explanation speaks for itself. The boy is guilty, and I say we move to have him expelled from the Scholasticate effectively immediately, fat cock. Not my name. I demand that you take lead of this charge.
Why is it not giving him any lines?
I don't know. It's really weird.
Thank the Fury you've come, Xenix and Alistair. Gross. Since the headmistress called everyone away for an emergency meeting, it's been absolute chaos. They're so incensed. They won't listen to a word Theo and I say. Perhaps if you were to speak with them, it would help to soothe their angry feelings.
Pat. One of them just fucking shanks us.
Calm down.
Hey, calm the fuck down. On second thought, I dare say you have the right of it. The perfect
Prefect.
prefect, fucking out, has the riches of House Desmel at his disposal, and powerful allies just waiting to spring to his aid. We must step back and consider our actions carefully, lest we find ourselves strung up by the necks.
Okay, well that's not exactly what I was going for, but yeah, I guess that's something. Sincere Seminarian is me.
Yeah, it's fucking...
So you would suggest we do...
Or, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So you would suggest we do nothing? The longer we dither without taking action, the greater the risk of him finding us out. And when he does, he'll see every last one of us suffer for it. Mark my words. He won't even let me see my feet pictures. Oh.
Aurora saying green M&M.
Checkmate liberal.
Fucking
I'm gonna commit a hate crime.
He is frightened, as are we all. But that is precisely why we must proceed with caution. As you rightly observed, if we act out of anger or despair, we only doom ourselves to failure. Please, sir, if you would rally his spirits as you have calmed my own.
Oh God, don't take away my feet pictures, I need them!
Punch, punch.
Punch.
But of course, it is exactly as you say. Forgive me, my fear had gotten the better of me. I really need those feet pictures. Indeed, there is little he can do to us if we act as one and proceed with due caution. I also keep a spare feet picture in my underwear.
Of course you do. And remember once Arkham Baden...
Do you want to see it?
No. No one wants to see it.
I'll ask again in 5 minutes.
I know you will. The administration will keep us safe, so we need not fear his retribution ever again. We must move swiftly but surely to ensure his expulsion. Fatcock, can we count on you to lead us? That's not my name.
I'm pretty sure it's your name. That's what everyone else says.
No.
If you're called Fat Cock, does that mean you have fat feet too?
No.
Can I sniff them?
No. Go away. You're really
No.
Thank you, Alistair. Xenix. Now that everyone is feeling more at ease.
I'd feel a lot more at ease if I was looking at a pair of feet right now.
Warriors of Light, fucking kill him.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Don't have to tell me twice. Now that everyone is feeling more at ease, let us open the floor for discussion. I welcome any and all opinions, provided that they are delivered in a calm and orderly fashion.
My opinion is that I should be able to look at someone's feet.
Disregard. I believe there is just cause to expel Arkham Baden, as Alistair and Xenix was kind enough to point out. However, we should not act brashly. That is why you, Theomacent, or Fat Cock, with your calm demeanor and your fat cock, are best suited to head our appeal to have him removed. What say you?
Given the way he's treated you in the past, I can understand why you'd readily assume the worst of him. I cannot help but believe, however, that he, too, is a victim in all this. I strain to think that anyone who cares so deeply about this Scholasticate and its inhabitants could commit such an atrocity.
Theo, for the Fury's sake, you would defend the very individual who, for the past several years, ridiculed and tortured us. Is it so impossible for you to believe that he is capable of such villainy? I think I've changed his voice every fucking time, but I don't care.
Until there is proof to say he is guilty, we must give him the benefit of the doubt.
Cram?
I can't remember how Cram sounds. Theo's right, Lee. I bear no great love for Archimbaden either, but even the Temple Knights have been unable to uncover a single piece of evidence tying him to the kidnapping.
Oh.
Despondent Seminarian, that was me.
Oh god.
The same knights who have pulled the wool over our eyes for 1,000 years, stripping us of all we own to protect men like him. How heartening that is to hear.
I would have thought that after all you endured at Archimbaden's hands, you would stand with us. I see. I was wrong. Friends, it would seem the commoner has grown too content under the nobleman's yoke to fight for his ideals. If we are to see justice served, we must do so with our own strength, our own voices. Let us draft a petition that our grievances might be heard, and the Blackguard expelled. Fuck, what was that, Lee?
How can they be so blind? The villain who kidnapped Ula is playing us all for fools, stoking the flames of hatred, that we might all be consumed by them.
Fucking hell, that just happened.
Yeah.
Alright, Theomacent, how do you want to deal with this?
If only I could have done more to dissuade them. This blind persecution will only serve to further divide us, and Archimbaden's expulsion would be a tremendous loss for the Scholasticate. Why will no one listen to reason?
Theo, there's still time to turn things around. I'm sure of it. I'll help you in any way I can, even under the desk. I mean,
Later? Pause? I don't know. Thank you, Blazy, for your kind words. Indeed. It's not too late to reverse the course of today's events. We should try speaking with Father...
Oh god.
Saturnois.
Saturnois. I hate...
Surely, he'll know what to do.
Incredible. Despite all that, he's still intent on saving Arkham Baden. Alistair, Senix, there's no talking to him out of it now. Considering how our last discussion ended, it would put me much at ease if you would accompany us.
I shall be staying behind. There are a few things that I would attend to here. My dear Blazy, if you would, I could do with an extra pair of hands.
What the fuck, dude?
That's really uncomfortable, and I'm kind of seeing someone.
In that
Oh.
case...
Who might that be? Perhaps we could arrange a meeting.
Moving on. In that case, Lee, Alistair, Senix, let us make haste to the cathedral. The headmistress's meeting will not run forever, and we must catch Father
Saturnois.
before the others do.
Oh. Why do I have a feeling it's Lee?
For some reason, I get the feeling it's Saturnois.
I can see, yeah, it's got to be someone within the group itself, like the main
Mm-hmm.
group. My thing is that like Lee just actively doesn't like Arkham Baden, but he sticks around Theo, who's the main guy defending Arkham Baden. I don't know. Saturnoir.
That's you.
Oh, right. That's me. Theo, Lee, and Senix, Alistair. What brings you here in such a hurry? Mayhap it concerns the petition I just received from the student body. Not to worry. Rest assured that I have reviewed the document and will be submitting it to the headmistress shortly, along with all my own strong recommendation in favor of Arkham Baden's immediate and irrevocable expulsion from the Scholasticate. Wait, Father. We are not here in support of the petition, but rather to argue against it. We can't rightly expel Arkham Baden for a crime that the evidence, or lack thereof, suggests he did not even commit. Quite true. And yet it is not because I believe him guilty that I have chosen to move forward with this proposal. Then why?
Oh, you were right. For too long, has our church been corrupted by men and women who would see its foundation built upon sin instead of virtue. I mean to put an end to this vicious cycle.
What are you saying?
Theo, Lee, there's something you must know. When I was young, I too was taken under the wing of Father
Chiso.
It was by his good graces that I gained admonition into the Scholasticate, not unlike yourselves. Damn. I devoted myself entirely to my studies, that I might prove myself worthy of his kindness. My dedication was rewarded when I graduated at the top of my class and secured a prized position in the archives, alongside some of the Holy See's most esteemed individuals. It was there that I met the man who would become my closest friend and confidant. For 10 years he had toiled in the sea's darkest recesses, working to see that the ugly truth of Ishgard's past would never see the light of day, until the day the burden grew too great to bear, and he took his own life. Jesus, okay. For years I was torn between grief and anger, and not being able to save him from his own fate. Fearing my anguish would consume me, I found succor in my religion. Day and night I pore over scripture, and soon I found myself back in these very halls, not as a student, but as a teacher. A tragic story indeed, and you have my condolences for your loss. But what does this have any... Oh, sorry. But what does any of this have to do with Arkham Baden? Of the Fury's love will all men receive, and by the balance of her spear will all be set free. Doubtless you, too, are familiar with these words. Those who deny the teachings of Volume 11 commit the greatest sin of all. They must bear full responsibility for their injustices, what on the victims of our society. Master Arkham Baden has done naught but scorn the truths penned within the tome. His dismissal is long overdue. This is madness. The Fury knows I bear no love for the bastard. But what you propose is to lay the blame for generation upon generation of church's transgressions at his feet. I do only what must be done. Countless lives were lost in the Dragonsong War. We must needs purge the church of any who... who espouse the false ideal that all men are not born equal, that the sins of our past are never repeated, and that the clergy might be restored to its former glory. This is just a conversation to myself.
Yeah.
I have faith in you, my children. Reflect on the teachings of Father Trousseau. If you do not understand now, you will soon enough. It is true that Father Trousseau was... ardent, advocate of equality, who strove always to adhere to the principles. Espoused, Jesus, in equal under her ever watchful gaze. 'Tis equal true that Arkham Baden has been outspoken in condemning that self-same passage. Still, that hardly warrants his expulsion. You must admit, the man has a point. Making an example of the son of one of Ishgard's most prominent houses would send a message. And it just might be the fastest way to bring about the changes he seeks. Whether or not that change would be for the better, however, is another matter entirely. It was one thing when it was just an angry mob of seminarians calling for Arkham Baden's head. Now that Father... Oh, Jesus.
Saturnois
intends to lead the charge, it's another matter entirely. Whatever are we to do? I guess go speak with Arkham Baden?
I guess.
That's really like yeah. It's only the only confident answer, I guess.
But of course, Archibald's nothing if not astute. He's sure to have an idea or two on how to extricate himself from this predicament. Come, let us make for the pillars. Gross.
Okay, maybe you were right on it being the professor. Also, I just realized watching Sprunky Yacht Song animated music video.
This is the rest of the stream. Just this.
just Aqua.
Yeah. I really want to get the Malevolence emote for Senix at some point.
Cold. You know, that's fair. We are in Ishgard.
Yeah, you should probably put on more clothes, girl. There you go.
Why do I have a feeling it was in fact less?
No. No, she put on the coat and pants and a boots.
Oh, okay.
Boots.
It's good. 6 million views on YouTube. God damn.
That doesn't mean something's good. Skibbity
That
Toilet
is true.
has views. Mock my people again and I will slap you in person. Who am I mocking?
I don't know.
I heard about a boot.
Heard a boot.
No,
A boot.
I don't.
Y'all
Did-
hate me.
Did
No,
you say a boot?
I don't know. Did I?
Sedix, you said a boot.
Did I?
A
When?
boot.
I'll have to go back in the stream and clip it, but one of you said a boot, because it was one of you that said it.
Nah, Hi, Archmaiden. What baseless accusations would you care to hurl at me this time?
Oh, it sure is
Attempting
you.
to destroy the church? Huh. Perhaps you are here to bring to light the personal hand I had in instigating the Dragon Song War. Perhaps instead of entertaining every ridiculous rumor you hear, you might actually make yourself useful for once. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, because I kind of fucking need it. Ugh. You can start by questioning those two beside you. After all, they are the ones who arranged this entire farce and have been spreading these letters in a pathetically wow, transparent attempt to incriminate me. Then I might be expelled.
Now, please, listen, Archibald. We know that the accusations being leveled at you are unfounded. I know we've had our own differences, but today we come to you. We come to lend you our aid.
Oh yeah, I said a boot because when we were going, I was like, yeah, she put on a jacket, she put on some pants, she put on a boot, and then I stopped and I was like, a boot, one singular boot, or a
Okay.
boots.
Gotcha.
He's so full of rage. He can scarce hear a word I say.
Oh my god,
Please.
she's so fucking cute.
Alistair, Xenix, perhaps you can try soothing him.
Used to Canadian jokes. /soothe.
You can also just click the thing
/soothe.
/jerk off.
No. Ha! Don't make me laugh. You expect me to believe that you, the two who would stand to gain the most from my expulsion, have not so much as seen the nonsense that's been making the rounds in the dormitories? The truth revealed. Archambain de Desmel, a kidnapper? Trust me, were we to try and implicate you in a crime we didn't commit, we would have done a far more thorough job than this.
Indeed, these writings simply make an appeal to emotion, with not a single piece of concrete evidence to support the accusation.
Oh, Theo. Fine. Fine. Perhaps it wasn't you two, after all. Still, you rest assured that when I get my hands on the commoner that did this, they'll rue the day that they thought to meddle with the affairs of House Desmel. You best realize that we commoners aren't the ones on trial here. You are. I suggest you watch your tongue unless you prefer to lose the only allies you seem to have these days.
Not lose heart, Archbane. Together, we'll uncover the truth and see that these baseless petition against you is withdrawn.
Ha! Why would I need your help? My innocence is beyond question, and the Fury herself will see my good name restored.
I pray that she will. In the meantime, we too shall do our part.
Fury's sake, Theo. Leave it be. That aside, where did these papers even come from? Why didn't we receive one?
Oh.
Yeah, it's finally
I-
your turn.
I forgot. If I had to guess, perhaps they were given only to those most inclined to believe the accusations.
Foolishness at best. If anything, these letters will only give me the clues I need to identify the coward behind them. As a matter of fact, I believe I know precisely where to begin my search.
Brilliant. We would be more than happy to assist you in the investigation. Where would you have us go?
And hand you the very knife you would put in my back? Do you think me daft? If the petition is approved and I am expelled, that would put you right at the top of the class. How very convenient.
Oh, Archambain, don't you see? It is not for awards or accolades that I study the scripture as I do. I seek only to follow in the footsteps of Father Trousseau. It was he who granted me the chance to achieve the grand vision he had for our realm, and to bring relief to those in need of spiritual succor. Of the Fury's love will all men receive, and by the balance of her spear will all be set free. I would share the wisdom of these words with all of Ishgard.
Volume 11 of the 72 articles of Hellenic polity. What is with commoners and their obsession with that overreal idealistic screed?
Over idealistic screed, yeah, I think.
Yeah. Screed? Yeah. Oh, your turn.
Come, Archibaden, let us not waste any further time entertaining the idle musings of the riffraff. Look, we can manage just fine without your help, but if you do find anything, not that we expect you to, you'll report back to us if you know what's good for you. Understood?
Ugh. If I didn't know better, I'd almost say that sounded like a thank you. Well, if there's nothing else to do here, I suppose we should set to work.
An excellent idea, Lee. Now, where do you propose we should start?
The Fury save us. Jesus Christ, this quest is so long.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely
Well, to be
thought...
fair, we're 2 quests away from finishing.
Oh, okay. So literally this quest and one more quest.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank God. Oh, hey, we get the inspector's glasses.
And we get the spectacles emote where you push the glasses up.
Yep.
God, Kefkiwa
Very
is so fucking pretty.
If we could only track down the author of the letters and convince them to resent these statements, the student body would have no choice but to withdraw their emotion. Where do we even search?
Hey, so quick,
Yeah.
that's recant.
Oh, I thought resent. But no, it's a CA, not a SE,
Yeah.
isn't it? By I don't know, by searching for more of the same document?
I guess so.
It's either that or ...
Ah, a brilliant plan, Alistair and Senex. It's almost like you only had the one choice. By examining all the letters that have been distributed throughout the Scholasticate, we may very well find clues leading us to the culprit.
It's settled then. Let's return to the Scholasticate and commence our search. I changed his voice yet again. Jesus Christ. I cannot keep Lee's voice consistent.
Maybe it's Lee.
That's what I've been saying.
No, I'm saying maybe it's Lee because he's like using a fake voice this whole time and it keeps changing.
Oh, it may be, yes.
If it is Lee, then it's definitely an intentional.
Yes.
You know the drill!
Get the fuck out.
Oh, let's talk to Cram first.
Yeah, please.
No,
Give
but I'm
my
cold.
voice a fucking chance.
Actually, to be fair, I think these are all characters I voice.
I
Yeah,
think so.
I even voiced Jen Chet. So.
Ugh.
Theo has already apprised me of the situation. Not that he needed to, mind you. It is for that very reason that I remained behind with Blazy. To investigate the origin of the nasty rumors flying about. And to get closer to that delicate lily.
No.
It didn't take long for us to connect the rumors to the letters and coax one of the seminarians to show us the document they had received. And to coax her into sitting on my lap. She didn't, but almost.
New bit.
I'll get that precious albino fox yet. I investigated further, and behold, these are all the ones I managed to collect in my search thus far. Oh, sorry. Those are pictures of my penis. This is... Under normal circumstances, it's 7 inches, but it was quite cold that day, so it was only 6.3. The baseless invectives?
Wait.
The baseless
Under normal.
invectives penned here would hardly suffice to convince anyone. It would seem, however, that years of harbored animosity have blinded people to their better judgment.
Slowly dies, yeah. Who do you want to talk to next, Blazy?
Yeah. She's so cute. I need her and Fatcock to fuck.
Jesus, I'm gonna go piss while you talk.
Oh, yes. In fact, Cram and I have been gathering letters all afternoon.
Not what I'm called.
Feast your eyes on this. Oh, sorry, that's a picture of his penis. He kept giving those to me. I don't want them. Can you burn them? Please? Thank you. One of the girls said that the letter just showed up on her bed as if out of nowhere, along with a picture of Kremovor's penis. I don't know how he got it there. I returned to my quarters to check if I had received something similar, but there was nothing to be found. At first I thought it a simple oversight, but after asking around I learned that there were more than a few others who, like me, had been overlooked.
Oh, there's a suspicious letter in the corner. Jane chat.
Suspicious letters?
Whatever you're talking about, I've not received anything of the sort.
Is Cram just Quagmire?
You.
I hate this. Okay.
Now that you mention it, however, I did observe some of the seminarians tossing up crumpled slips of paper. Mayhap these are the letters you seek. I have spoken to Blazy and Genchet, and now I'm going to the suspicious letter in the southeastern corner.
I got it. And then there's the other one underneath the table.
Sneaky.
Suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Oh, Fatcock. Not what I'm called. Ah, Alistair, Senix. Did your search prove fruitful? There you go. Watch out. Some of them do have pictures of Cram's penis. Gross.
Don't give that to Theomosint. He's too innocent for them.
It's really gross, honestly. Moving on. Excellent. Let us take a closer look and see what we can discern. Fucking whatever.
Discern. You had it right.
I know, but it, like, for some reason my brain was like, nah, that's not right. How curious. It would appear our culprit has gone through the trouble of writing and disputing 3 distinctly different versions of the letter. The first reads, as illustrated by the recent abduction that has taken place within these sacred halls, Archibaldum will stop at nothing to eliminate those who stand in his way. Such blatant disrespect for her teachings must not be tolerated. I was about to say must be tolerated. It is one thing. Oh, the second says, it is one thing to disagree with the opinions of your fellow seminarians. It is quite another to abuse one's influence to have your ideological opponents removed. Ulla, a firm believer in the teachings of Volume 11 of the Articles of Hellenic Polity, and staunch advocate of equality, fell victim to Archibaldum's treachery. The villain cannot be unpunished. Go unpunished, fuck. And last, but not least, Ulla's copy of Volume 11 was discovered in the prefect's room, shortly after the girl's disappearance. I was about to say abduction, but this, more than anything, proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that Arkham Baden is guilty.
Well, the final letter at least offers an argument. It's hardly a compelling one.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, if I'm mistaken. But aren't there several copies of the articles of Hellonic quality sitting on our library shelves? Well, I can't speak to why Arkham Baden would have one in the first place. The book found in his quarters could have been any of those. Blah. Blazy, when you spoke with Ulla earlier, did she mention anything about Volume 11?
I didn't think any of it at the time, but while Ulla was recovering in the infirmary, she asked that I retrieve her copy from her room. When I went to look for it, it wasn't there. Which would mean the tome was removed unbeknownst to her. So it would seem. After all, she testified that when the two thugs seized her at the marketplace, she had nothing on her person but a pocket of gill. Presumably, the book was still in her quarters then.
Very suspicious. It would be one thing if the book had disappeared with Ulla. But for someone to sneak into her room and remove it after the fact, why, it's as if the culprit intended to use it to frame Arkham Baden all along.
Oh fuck, I just skipped that line.
Well, I bet my last gill, you're right, and that's the. Why is there two that's?
That's the reason?
Yeah. None of us received a letter. We're the only people who would be able to confirm with Ulla that the book had been pilfered from her room. Wow, Cram, your voice changed there.
Sorry. I had a lozenge.
Oh. But who would go to such great lengths to frame Arkham Baden?
That's our Theo, always striving to help the fellow man, even if that man is all that stands between him and the top of the class. It's enough to leave a girl smitten, isn't it, Lazy? What are you talking about? I'm not smitten, I just admire him for his kind, hot, fat cock is all.
Oh,
Shut up!
But Blazy, why ever did she dash off like that? Is she taken ill?
Oh, she's taken something. In a manner of speaking, I'll go and make sure she's okay.
I don't understand. You'll learn about it when you're older, Theo. Oh dear. Well, whatever it is, I hope she recovers quickly.
Precious
Oh.
boy.
Oh, you precious bean. In the meantime, we need to put our heads together if we hope to get out of this mess. Alistair, Senix, what do you think? Why would anyone go to such lengths to implicate Arkham Baden?
Hmm. I mean, it's a valid theory that he would implicate himself so hard to Like
the
a self-report. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I was about to say self-report. I can see the argument for self-report, but also at the same time, I I don't think the writers would go for a self-report. I think this is to throw others off the scent. I don't think it's Arkham Baden self-reporting. I think it's got to be someone else in the Scholasticate who has a intimate knowledge of everyone and would know the routines of Ola to be able to set the stage to have her captured, know that she always has the 11th scripture to plant on Arkham Baden's room. Yeah, I think it's to throw others off the scent.
Okay.
Because I really don't think it's Arkham Baden. But of course, none save the captor.
Kidnapper.
Oh, himself or herself would have such a strong motive to concoct this, convoluted plan. Which raises the possibility that the kidnapping was not but a plot to have Arkham Baden expelled in the first place. In other words, if we can track down the person behind these letters, we'll have ourselves the culprit behind Ola's abduction. Must inform the Inspector Bryden straight away. He's currently conducting an investigation at the vault, you say. Let us make our way there and with all speed. I mean, it could also be Cram.
Could.
But I feel like, why would they clear, like, we had that whole, like, sub-quest to clear Cram's name with that one girl. So why would they make him the kidnapper?
I don't know.
I'm really actually thinking it's Lee. I something about Lee just always, like, he's always there. I don't know. Okay, why are we looking out through past the ledge? Guys, what's going on?
I think I'm going to do it.
This is my 13th reason, I think.
Oh, please, he jumped. No.
Oh god. That's why I was like, oh fuck, Jesus Christ. What? That's him over there.
What? Ah, it's you. What brings you all the way here? Do you have something to report? I see. Show me these letters. I shall determine if they are as suspicious as you insist.
This is everything we've been able to find.
The author goes out of the way to mention that Ula's copy of Volume 11 was found in Arkham Baden's room. The fool. In his feeble plot to frame the prefect, he's only incriminated himself. I trust that you too have put the pieces together. Fucking no!
No, dude.
You have proven an able associate indeed. It is from here, however, that the real work begins. Should at any time you begin to feel your powers of concentration waver, or your attention to detail slip, you need but do this. Take a deep breath and focus your eyes into the distance. In that moment, the solution will appear before you. Huh.
The fuck does...
The
What?
game is afoot, and if we intend to win the day, we must remain a hand. And vigilant. Now let's get our hand, man. That was an accident.
It's really funny, though.
Me saying a hand the first time, not an accident. Me saying hand instead of man, accident.
Alright, we got a whole new emote.
Wait, hold on. I don't want to be inside you for this part. Oh, mine's really cute.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Damn, the bombastic side-eye.
Bombastic side-eye.
The criminally offensive side-eye. Alright, Bryden. Oh, we get the Scholasticate coat. I mean, that's actually kind of cool. I think there's some good builds with it.
Yeah. Last quest, let's go. Before we begin pursuing our man in earnest, answer me this. Can any of you tell me what Ula's copy of Volume 11 currently is?
The letters say it was found in Arkham Baden's room. Though, for all we know, that could be complete and utter bollocks.
Senix, Alistair, I see you've managed to keep your word to Lebersoir. Very good. Allow me to enlighten the rest of you. The tome is currently in my possession. Lebersoir discovered it in Arkham Baden's room and turned it over to us in secret for fear it would fuel the ongoing rumors. Now, knowing what you do, it is time to put your minds to the test. What do you surmise is the relationship between our talented writer friend and the thief that lifted the book from Ula's quarters?
They are one and the same?
Hold on. The person who wrote it and the person who stole it.
Yoinked it. So
They
here's
have
the
to be
thing.
one and the same.
They have to be. And here's the thing.
Lebersoir would be the only person who would know about it other than the person who did it if he isn't the one who did it.
Yeah. So why would Lebersoir do it?
Maybe he's tired of living in Arkham Baden's shadow.
Maybe? It cannot be a living in the shadows thing, could it?
Maybe.
Maybe. I'll agree with you on that they are one and the same, though.
Yeah. A sensible deduction. The planting of the book in Arkham Baden's quarters and the subsequent distribution of these letters were both carried out to a common end, to implicate the prefect in Ula's abduction and force his expulsion. It would stand to reason that the perpetrators are either working in tandem or, in fact, are one and the same. While that in itself does not reveal the identity of the culprit, it does lead us to our next question. Who would have been able to enter and exit Ula's room unnoticed? The perpetrator was able to move quickly and not draw attention to themselves in the act, leading me to believe our book snatcher had easy access to all rooms within the dormitory. How, might you ask? Keys. Something only 3 people currently possess. Father Saturnois and the prefects Arkham Baden and Lebersoir.
fuck. So, one of them is the culprit. But which could it be? It's not Arkham Baden. I
No.
think we can confidently say it's not Arkham Baden. I don't think it's Lebesoir.
You don't?
He-
Why?
There's never been, even while...
Like, it hasn't been foreshadowed.
It hasn't been foreshadowed, and Lebesoir himself hasn't really expressed it, even while in, like, when
Yeah,
Arkham Baden wasn't even there.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to go deep on this, like,
Yeah.
that may have been him acting to throw us off of the trail.
Maybe. And that is fair, yeah. You know, why would you show your colors right then and there? But
Here, let me find
Well,
the
here's the
dialogue
thing.
from that.
why would Lebesoir give us the book in the first place then?
Well,
I guess to aid in the investigation, to say that he was...
yeah.
Okay, I can kind of see it. But to him, to hold that level of jealousy that perfectly, I think it's the teacher. Because he actively showed a hatred towards Arkham Baden.
That's fair.
I forget that you also haven't done this quest, so it's not like...
Yeah, no, I don't have anything, and I'm looking
Yeah.
at the old dialogue, but I have not looked at the dialogue after this.
After. I think it's the teacher.
Yeah,
Because I
to be
think
fair,
it's-
Lebesoir even went on his like weird tangent about like maybe it was Ula herself. So like
Yeah.
he doesn't seem like he's
That he's trying to break through the shadow of Arkham Baden by getting rid of Arkham Baden. My thought is
I
that he
just
is-
saw the name of the quest and I think it answers it for me.
Oh no.
So, which one do you want to go with?
I think the one where it couldn't be ...
I mean, to be fair, like I said with Lebesoir, like there hasn't really been a lot of foreshadowing.
Yeah. And like
Like it's an interesting idea, but I feel like they would have been more obvious with it.
I think they would have at least been a little bit obvious. Granted, if we're wrong, fucking props to you, fucking Square Enix, for actually making this a much more interesting investigation quest. But I really think it couldn't. The line "it couldn't be" is the right one.
Yeah, I think so too.
I know. It was Arkham Baden. Think about it. It explains why he was so adamant in refusing our help. But what sense is there in him stealing the book when the only thing it would serve to do is implicate him in a crime, and he may not have even committed?
Then that leaves Lebesoir as the only other person aside from the Inspector, Senex, and Alistair who came into contact with the book. I'd say he's a prime suspect.
It certainly is suspicious, but what motive could he possibly have? If only there was a way we could glean the answer. Alistair, Senex, I hear that you possesses a great gift, one which you employed to reveal long-hidden truths about our nation.
Might you not be able to use this power to shine some light on the matter at hand?
Bro, that just
Echo
comes and
machine
goes.
broke.
Yeah.
So it is not yours to control. I guess that means we'll have need to rely on our own wits to obtain the answer we seek. Fortunately, I have an idea of my own, but I'll need your help to see it through.
I get the feeling that the answer that we gave was not us
Hey.
saying like, oh, it couldn't be Saturn Ra. It was the answer that's just like, I don't know.
I don't know, yeah. Which is really annoying because, like, there's 3 culprits, and then you're not gonna give us a line for the 3rd culprit, which makes me think even harder it's that one. Because you're trying to force us to not think of him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, god damn it.
Sorry, hold on.
Crap. No, you're good.
Well then, Theo, fat cock, let us put this idea of yours into action. Last I heard, Archimbaden and Lebessoir have taken refuge in Dismal Manor. Let us make our way there post-haste. I'll leave it to you to see that the bumblings of those 3 do not interfere with the final stage of my investigation at the vault. But do not tarry long. With Father Satinoir throwing his full support behind the petition, Archimbaden has but a few bells before his name is permanently struck from the registry. I shall do what I can to see that the proceedings are delayed, but I cannot guarantee it won't buy us all the time we need. Godspeed, Senix, Alistair. I'll see you at the hearing.
You also think it's the teacher, right, Bryden? Right? Bryden?
Look at the title of the quest.
the life and lies of father.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You're just gonna ruin the entire investigation by the name of a fucking quest.
Well, honestly, it might not. That might be proof that it's not him. That might be them trying to throw a double reverse throw us off the scent. They've done this in the past.
Okay, I was gonna say, have they done? Is there an example you can give of them doing this in the past? I'll see you ran past it.
What? Oh,
Yeah, it's up here.
I thought it was the door down there.
I thought so too, but no, it's right here.
Why
It's
is
also
Lebessoir?
yelling.
Yeah.
Kneeling. Oh. Oh, he's pissed. Findings? Ha! As if anything you 4 managed to dig up can help me now. The hearing is about to begin. My fate is as good as sealed.
There's still time. Archimbaden, earlier you pledged your innocence to us. Let us pledge it once more. At the hearing, before one and all, the truth shall speak for itself.
The truth? They expect those fools to see the truth when this evidence to the contrary is staring them in the face. How do you think this plan your pea-sized burnt minds have concocted will succeed, where all Lebessoir's best attempts have failed?
We will succeed, Archimbaden, for it is not just the I that stands with you, but the hero who brought to light the truth behind our very nation. Yes, there is nothing that he has not seen. Surely you understand the implications of this, don't you, Lebessoir?
Senix and Alistair have the ability to peer into events of the past, Indeed, it was through their visions that Ishgar's true origins were brought to light. You need say no more. They have already used their vaunted power to see that I was the one behind it all. Yes, it was I that kidnapped Ula. It was I that stuck into her room and stole Volume 11. And it was I that distributed the letters, all so that I might implicate Arkham Baden. How satisfying it is to finally be able to say it aloud. For so long I have had to plot my revenge in silence, and mask my hatred of you with hollow praise and bashful smiles.
Lemonsoir, what madness is this you speak?
You truly are oblivious, aren't you? Then allow me to enlighten you. I threw up a little.
Oh no.
I was so hungry I tried to eat a couple more of the popcorn chicken. It's not good. It's so bad.
Just stop.
Ugh. God, that's disgusting. After all the transgressions your family has committed against mine, did you truly think I would remain loyal to you? For centuries your house has humiliated us. It was something we'd come to accept, but when the wall between nobility and the common class came tumbling down, we were met with the most harrowing truth of it all. That all our suffering had been for naught. Everything we grew up believing about our status was a fabrication. Tall tales spun to keep us complacent. In reality, you're no better than the two broom rats beside you. You never were. It was a terrible realization, but one that also gave me hope. Hope that you could be taken down just as any other. That's when I began plotting. Ula's abduction, the letters and the rumors they spurred, all was part of my master plan, to bring shame and dishonor on you and your family as you have mine. I've staked everything, yes, even my very freedom, but it was worth it to give you a taste of our pain. Ha 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 ha! What's more, I bribed the two kidnappers into inducting Ula with money from your purse, and having entrusted the management of your finances to me, you never suspected a thing.
Lemonsoir, I can only imagine the pain you have endured, but to seek revenge in this way. Nevertheless, I thank you for confessing to your crimes. Now we can absolve Arkham Baden of the false charges brought against him.
Wait a minute. You mean that they didn't actually see into the past? You deceived me! If you'll recall, Theo never explicitly said that the warriors had a vision of what happened to Ula. He merely observed that they possess such an ability.
Truth be told, it is not even a power that can be controlled at will.
Now then, Arkham Baden, I suppose that's all the proof of innocence you'll need. Let's escort Lemonsoir to the hearing and have him repeat his most dramatic confession before the headmistress.
I never saw it. The hatred, I mean. How could I have been so blind? We've been friends from childhood, and never for a moment did I question his loyalty. What a fool I was. However, did I not think I could stand at the forefront of our nation when I was so oblivious to that which was happening under my very nose? Arkham Baden, pray do not torture yourself so. Rather, open your heart and allow Halone's wisdom to set you free. once you come to see Lebeswa not only as your friend, but as your peer, I promise that the both of you will find a way to mend the bonds that have been broken.
Of the Fury's love will all men receive, and by the balance of her spear will all be set free. You truly believe these words, don't you? You cling to them with even when reality does all it can to prove you're wrong. I suppose it is that unwavering faith that your friends find so endearing. Now then, it is time for me to put my own faith to the test and face my fate head on. May the Fury have mercy. So, so what are we waiting around here for? We've a hearing to attend to.
I'll meet you two there. There is something I must confirm with the inspector first. Alistair, Senex, I cannot shake the feeling that this affair runs far deeper than any of us could have imagined. If you would please accompany Arcabaden to his hearing and see to it that nothing goes awry
Yep.
in my absence.
Really? They went with Levasseur.
I'm wondering if it's a fake confession.
But then what would Okay, if it is a fake confession, who would be the one he's like trying to protect?
He may just be trying to confess to protect Arkham Baden from expulsion.
I could see it. Unless if
Like,
yeah.
he has no idea who did it.
But he's just gonna throw himself under the bus to keep his friend in the Scholasticate.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that, yeah. Yeah, it's either that or I really think it's fucking
Saturn Wa?
Sutton Noir. Yeah. There's like the fucking title of the goddamn quest. The fact that Sutton Noir has a firm understanding of everything that the characters have been doing. He would have a pretty good understanding of what his students' like backgrounds are.
They threw
So
something
I'm
at me.
maybe the father had some kind of dirt on Levasseur. So he's like, hey, if the investigation starts to like point towards one of us, you have to be the one to take the bullet. Or else I'm gonna like go public with this information or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Yet again, it's just that one scene where the father just started talking about how much he hates Arkham Baden. Fuck! I don't like this. This game shouldn't be making me think. No, I actually really do like investigative quests like this. I won't lie. If you've ever done the Butcher quest line in Windhelm,
Oh, fuck, maybe.
that quest line is like low-key one of my favorites because it's just like if you get into it, It is like one of the few times where it's a quest that isn't just, hey, go and kill that guy. It's a, hey, actually try to do some deduction and figure it out. And you can accidentally falsely accuse someone. Hi, Deacon.
I'm not sure the Scholasticate Deacon had a voice.
They didn't even have a line when you right-click them.
Okay.
You just go straight into a cutscene.
I believe I voiced the old lady.
Yes. I believe so.
I must say, Master Lebersoir, that I am extremely disappointed that anyone, much less a student of our upstanding establishment, would commit such atrocities. I truly am at a loss for words.
Headmistress Evelyn, if I may, do you not find the timing of these confessions to be incredibly convenient? It's as if Master Lebesoir here has been coerced into admitting to crimes he himself didn't commit. Let us not rush to condemn a man who may very well be innocent. But you were just being... You were just doing the same thing against Arcabaden. You... We must always keep in mind that this incident will have repercussions that extend beyond the Scholasticate. Distrust of our church has never been so high. If we were to expel either one of our prefects, both of whom have strong ties to House Desmel, we will lose any credibility for our establishment still has in the eyes of the civilians. Or citizens, not civilians. To this end, I propose an alternative plan. We will make a full disclosure of this scandal to the public, together with an announcement that Saint Enemain's Scholasticate will be temporarily closed. It is past time we pushed for a full reformation of the school and its curriculum.
And there it is, the confession I've been waiting for.
Huh.
Confession? Master Bryden, explain yourself. From the start, I had my suspicions that someone was pulling strings behind the scene. Someone who had secured a high enough position within the clergy to manipulate the students and the system. I pored through records, closely examining any who fit this description. It was no easy task, but I finally found what I was searching for, and combined with the confession Theomas obtained from Lebesoir, I was able to uncover the true culprit. I speak of you, Satanoir, and I do not call you father, for you are no priest. The documents admitting you into your current position were all forged.
Okay, different way of going about it, but alright, I fucking knew it!
You manipulated Lebesoir into carrying out what you yourself could not. You stirred up discord among the students and fomented the people's distrust of the clergy in hopes of creating an even greater rift between the people of Ishgard and the clergy, all in hopes of seeing the Scholasticate closed down once and for all. But I don't understand. Why would Father Satanoir seek to ruin the Scholasticate? The answer to that would lie in the past. Over a decade ago, Satanoir graduated top of his class and was welcomed into the ranks of the Holy See. It was there he was assigned work as an expurgator. Expurgator? What are you talking about? In all my years serving the Holy See, I've never heard of such a post.
I would be more surprised if you had. Her holy body of decency?
Yeah.
A sector that is comprised of a few select individuals. It perhaps the best kept of Ishgard's many secrets. It exists. Existence is known only to a handful of people besides the Archbishop himself.
Oh, you mean that dead guy?
Yeah, that corpse. I'm impressed, Master Bryden. It would seem your reputation is well deserved. Though I must correct you on one account. I am no
Expurgator, I think.
expurgator, but rather one of the so-called watchmen consigned to guard them. That said, we shared a similar fate, both expurgator and watchmen alike were struck from official records and confined in the bowels of the Holy See, damned to live out our lives in the shadows and as pallid
Yep.
husks of the men and women we could have been. All so that someday we might fulfill one task. Where written records were deemed too dangerous,
Expurgators.
would serve as living documents, orally passing down our nation's greatest secrets. When the time came for the Archbishop's successor to ascend the throne, we would briefly emerge from our isolation to pass from our mouths to their ears. All we knew of Ishgard before sinking back into obscurity. Of course, no highborn man or woman would be committed to this
Condemned.
fate. Condemned to this fate, sorry. No, this was a destiny reserved for commoners, orphans with no ties to the world above. 7 hells. So if the truth hadn't come to light, Theo and I...
Men and women are forced to sacrifice their own lives that our nation's darkest secrets might be preserved forever unbeknownst to her people. I can scarce believe my ears.
So he was...
Why is Satanoir hitting the fucking Giga Chad face?
I know! Father Satanoir, the friend you spoke of. Yes, he was an expurgator. Such anguish did his duties cause him that he chose death over that wretched excuse for a life. And while a new era is upon us, one that does not condemn the innocent to a life of despair for the sake of one man, it does not undo the injustice of 1,000 years. It was too right the wrongs of the past that I escaped that foul dungeon and made my way back to the place where it all began. This twisted institution, the place responsible for stealing the bright futures of young orphans. needs to be closed down for good.
Father Satinois, your actions are heinous and I can in no way condone them. That said, if there is truth to what you say, perhaps it would be best for us to suspend all lessons until we can reach a consensus as to how we might proceed.
But, Headmistress, Evelyn, would not closing down the Scholasticate be akin to evading our responsibilities, or our responsibility as men and women of the clergy? It is our duty to speak the truth, not bury it. For too long the people have been fed naught but lies. It is time we took the initiative and gave them reason to put their faith in us once more.
I must agree with Theomacent. As I have learned firsthand, we must take care never to abuse our power and privilege, lest we hurt the people closest to us. To keep silent would be to repeat the mistakes of our past. The only way we can move forward is to take responsibility for our actions and make an earnest effort to reach out to those we have wronged. While we may not receive forgiveness, at least we can attempt to atone for any anguish we may have caused those that did not deserve it. If it is true that all men are born equal, as I have heard so many in this room preach time and time again, then all are entitled to know the truth. Let us lead by example and freely share all that we have learned here today.
Father Satinois, while I cannot pretend to understand your ordeal or soothe the fury that has taken hold in your heart, I can promise you one thing. I swear on Father Trousseau's copy of Parables of Saint Dauphin?
Deniphin?
Deniphin?
Yeah, sure.
That not you, nor any of those who shared your fate will ever again be forgotten.
I guess we were both right? This is really fucking weird.
Yeah. So it was a new path that was forged that day, one that would see a renewed faith in the church and its teachings, where the citizens would come to learn that all men should be regarded as equal, not only in the eyes of Helone, but also by one another.
I didn't even know about this whole, like, secret underground...
So I've talked about it a little bit before.
Okay.
You know how in the pillars, when you look down, you see all of the housing below us?
Yeah.
That is where the expurgators and their watchmen are. They are literally treated as, like, human flash drives. Well, L is in flash drives.
L is in flash drives, yeah.
And I guess Hira probably as well, because they're lowborn.
Yeah.
Where it's literally just, they know all of the secrets, and their whole job is just to tell the next archbishop the secrets.
The secrets, and then get locked up basically in a prison.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow, I completely forgot about that whole conversation.
Well, it was an
Obviously.
offhanded comment that I made like before we started this at all.
Oh, okay. The church is crazy. Well, yeah, I knew that.
To be fair, did not know that that was what this series was about.
Didn't that was a fucking loop and a half. Jesus Christ.
Alistair, Senex, thank you for your restoring peace to the Scholasticate. You have reminded us that there is a world beyond these doors that relies as much upon us as we do them. You have opened our eyes and shown us that destiny is but the choices we make. If we are strong and persevere, I have no doubt we can rebuild the Scholasticate and regain the people's trust.
Alistair, Senex, now that your work here is done, I suppose the time for farewells is upon us. Will you be departing Ishgard immediately? It's sad to say farewell, but let's send you and the inspector off in style. What do you mean by that? Gonna launch us like Hildebrand?
That'd be good.
That would be so funny. Just like this entire super serious quest ends in just like the most ridiculous fashion. Takes it off and hands it over. Here, have my robe.
There is my trusted associate. I feared I might not be able to bid you a proper farewell before I left. On behalf of my uncle, allow me to thank you for all your hard work. There's still so much fighting and bickering going on. Couldn't you stay with us for just a bit longer? I fear that there are more pressing mysteries that demand my attention, not to mention a certain young lady in Olda who awaits my return.
I do love how you have to do the original Hildebrand quest to understand that.
What? I think you have to do Hildebrand to do these quests.
Unlock this quest. Oh, okay.
I might be wrong.
Oh, another client of yours, I take it.
Theo, is your head screwed on backwards? He's talking about his... Tactless fools, the both of you. But I suppose you're nothing if not sincere. Eh, Theo? And while I'll admit that...
Naivety? Yeah.
Is one of your more endearing traits, combined with the blunderings of the idiot beside you, it's like as not to bring the Scholasticate to ruin. That's why you'll need someone with extensive knowledge of the affairs of Ishgard and the proper connections to actually bring about the change you seek. Someone like me. What is Blazy's face?
I don't...
This is really gross. It was like a face of disgust.
The words of a man looking to steal his way into our dear Theo's heart. Haha. Blazy, Lee, it seems you've got competition. I don't want...
What do you mean by that? The Fury take you all. Call me what you will, but Theo would never replace me with anyone, much less a conniving snake like Arcabaden. God damn.
How refreshing it is to hear such playful banter among my friends. It would seem our worries are finally behind us. Before we celebrate, however, there is one last thing. Blazy, I'd like to thank you for your support. Were it not for your
Meticulous.
meticulous notes and sharp eyes, Ulla would still be missing. Alistair, Xenix, Inspector, words are not enough to express our gratitude. It was only because of you that we were able to unmask the perpetrator and restore peace to our school. Just as Father Chasseau brought you to us in Gorgain
Mills.
Gorgain Mills?
Yeah.
I cannot help but feel Helene guided you to us in our time of need. We hope to one day repay the kindness you have shown us by rebuilding this Scholasticate. When next you visit, we hope she will have retaken her place as the nation's top establishment of higher learning, and once again serve to light the people's way back to halls of Helone.
Hmm. Our
Your
fair
turn.
nation has seen her share of tragedy and turmoil, but I take heart in knowing that there are those such as yourself to watch over her, and see that she does not stray from her course. Till we meet again. And by the way, Theomacent, don't
What?
do anything to Blazy I wouldn't do.
What do you mean by that? No, really, what do you mean by that? I don't really know.
Continues walking away.
Cram, what did he mean by that?
You'll learn about it when you're older, Theo. Now, go and do things to Blazy that he wouldn't do.
What does
What
that
is
even mean?
What are you talking about?
When they're both bottoms. Oh shit. Fucking hell, that was such a long quest.
This is kind of fun, though.
It was really fun. I did like the investigative part of that.
Mm-hmm. Lot of fucking dialogue.
Oh, lot of dialogue. Holy moly, that was and yeah, and trying to voice act all of that was a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. I thought that was just gonna be like a quick, all right, there you go, we're done. Is there more of Brydon, like, sub-quests like that?
I don't know.
Because it seems like they're trying to make it to where, like, you'll have a Hildebrand quest line, which is the goofy, haha, we're experimenting things. And then you actually have Brydon, who is, like, for those people who actually want, like, an investigative quest line. That you actually have to think.
Quests involved in, the latest quest that he's involved in is Through the Grapevine, which is, like, the start of this quest line.
Oh,
So
wow,
I don't think so.
Wow, I'm a little shocked that they don't do more Brydon quests like that. But I don't know, maybe it's not as popular.
Oh, he's
as...
26 years old.
Fucking what? I thought he was in his, like, 40s.
No. Wait, so how old?
How old is... I don't like the
Theo.
jokes we've been... I don't don't like the jokes we've been making.
I have to no. I have to assume that they're probably like 18 to 22. And here's why. This is definitely post-primary education.
Yes, it because they say higher learning, which is usually reserved for colleges.
Also, pretty much anyone under the so Ellison hit like a growth spurt
Yep.
because how old are Alize and Alphino?
Oh yeah, I guess they would be as small as them.
The
if they
lore
didn't
book
hit-
states them as 16.
Yeah. So they would have to be older than them because they've hit that growth spurt.
Yeah.
And due to, if we're going to base this off of like when you would go to college, that would be roughly like in your 18, 19 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
So. Alright, cool. We haven't been making horrible jokes.
Yeah, we haven't been making jokes about minors. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Thank God. I was actually like really worried about that for a second. Man, I'm actually a little saddened that there isn't a whole like Bryden quest line, just like how there's a whole Hildebrand quest line. But I can imagine it being a lot harder to write an actual investigation quest line than it is to have like a whole, oh haha, look at this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, that's weird, man. That's just fucking weird. Huh. Alright, well, shall we at least get started
On Alexander?
On Alexander?
Yeah.
And actually get out of the the fucking investigation robes.
Oh, yeah, I guess we can get back into our normal gear.
Yeah, normal gear. Actually, what level do we have to be?
60?
60? Okay, so I cannot be machinist.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because
that's
this is end of Heavensward, not end of Endwalker. Jesus Christ.
What is my red? Nah, 52. 66. 55. Oh, Astrologian's 5 levels. Damn. Yeah, I guess actually I'm sticking to Dark Knight. Let me actually get a. Yeah, we'll do. There we go. Reapply the actual proper.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think we need to go to. No, not there.
There we go.
Why am I struggling so much to find this? Oh, right, there aren't any Aetherites in the Gervonian hinterlands. We need to go to Idleshire.
Oh, okay. Idleshire? Jesus, okay. Oh. Devania. So the hinterlands. Where is Idleshire? That's the daggers. Am I looking in the wrong area?
What? It's in Ishgard and
Idle
surrounding areas.
Oh, I found. Yeah. Here you go. I found Idleshire. I was trying to look for like a settlement or like a town in that area, but no, it's its own like load area. Yeah, because this is where all the goblins are.
The goblins.
Oh, the goblins! Boisterous Bruiser.
Oh no, it's not in Idleshire. It's in the hinterlands.
No, I know. I just saw that he had a quest. It's one of the blue quests, which I don't know what that like.
So blue quests mean that they add something that you can access or use. So, like a blue quest might be that you get an emote from it, or it might be that you unlock a new kind of content.
Or yeah, or the is it also where the Aetheryte quests are as well?
Yes, that would be a thing that you can access. I think you should have flight here.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I don't remember this was like the last place that we all went around collecting.
No, I went here to collect it.
You in here? Okay.
I think.
I don't remember where the last place was that I was like actively
Am I
looking
wrong?
for shit.
Might be wrong. Fuck, where was Alexander?
Isn't Alexander the giant robot thing?
Yeah.
I thought it was in Idleshire, wasn't it? Like,
Hold on. My mind palace is broken. Hold on. I can see it clearly. And there's goblins.
do you know what the quest is called?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, because there's to the south.
An overgrown ambition.
Yeah, there's
I
that.
don't know that it's that though. Hold on. Let's go down to a bum rap. Because
Well,
I swear to God, that's where. Yeah, that is where I got the quest from.
okay.
Maybe we might have to do a side piece of content first. Hold on. Alexander, Final Fantasy 14. Okay, so yeah, we have to do Disarmed in Idleshire first. My bad.
Ah, okay. I mean, fuck, man, I wouldn't have fucking known where to go for this shit.
To give you an idea, haven't done this on Drexen, only unlocked the first one, and then Mackenzie was like, I don't want to do this. We're going to do something else. I'm like, okay.
I mean, understandable.
I was trying to level Dark Knight, and Mackenzie was trying to learn Sage, and,
those two don't mix.
well, yeah, no, if you're doing Sage at low levels, you're basically doing White Mage, but you only get Cure 1.
Slow fix.
Hold on. Bunny tax.
Bunny tax.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Disarmed is the one.
Have we ever talked to Slowfix?
That's a great question. Let me find out.
Do we really want to voice this shit?
We gotta voice the whole game.
Oh god.
We have to voice everything. We've committed to this.
I know.
Is Upland seeing it? Giant giant floating forever.
No.
You stole and sent leave to learn more, but are not back yet. Greatest plight of Gobbyflock. Giant is too big, can squash Idleshire flat. Where are Uplanders?
Gobby flock.
I think I voiced Y'shtola, right?
Yes.
Calm yourself, Slowfix.
God God, it's been a while.
Ah, Senix, Alistair, 'tis well you are here, for our need is dire. A colossus of steam and steel has risen from the Thaliag. Yet it is no mere forgotten contrivance of Charlian. Jesus Christ, Yashola, why you talk the way you do? The resultant etheric disturbance confirms that it is a primal, and that it was summoned amidst the ruins left for the river to reclaim. For mercy, it stopped dead no sooner than it had broken the water's surface, but so long as it remains in our realm, it may spring to life again at any moment.
Yes, but what does Uplander find near Idleshire? Is wilderness still heavy with ether?
Nay, the ether grows perilously thin, and the more swiftly than I could have imagined. The primal is bleeding the land dry. Should it be suffered to continue, the entire region will become a barren waste in a matter of moons.
No, Gobby Fleck has only just found home after long wanderings. Idleshire will not fall. Snowfix will not allow it.
And nor will we. I have already spoken with Alphino, and he concurs that we Scions of the Seventh Dawn must do all in our power to eliminate the threat. Yet, given its size, I deem it wise to attack from two fronts. Our first and most obvious recourse is to keep our foe in check with blade and magic, much as we have done with other such adversaries. Second, I propose that we attempt to cut off the flow of ether which sustains it, mayhap by physically separating the primal from the land. If we are to be rid of the Colossus, I think the latter course more promising, and mean to enlist Master Matoya's aid in pursuing it. Yet such things take time. Thus, I've asked Master Garland to remain here and keep watch over our foe. Given its apparently mechanical nature, his expertise should prove invaluable to you. To you, I say, for I would leave the fate of Idleshire in your hands. Should the primal chance to stir ere my return, you are to join Sid in repelling it, an unenviable task, but one for which you are singularly qualified.
Yeah, we've killed quite a few gods.
Yeah. Rest assured, I do not mean to linger with Master Matoya any longer than necessary. The moment we find a solution, I shall make haste to rejoin you here. Well then, let us be about our duties. I will leave you to discuss strategies with Sid.
No, wait, no, that's Manfred.
Backricks is keeper of knowings for Idleshire. Can't say where Sid has gone. Uplander should start with Backricks. Backshots.
That's the name now, is Backshots, by the way.
Oh, God. Also, Jesus, we haven't talked to one of the fucking seven in a
Scions.
while.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely forgot. Fuck, what was Sid's voice? I know it was...
Sid?
Yeah, because Sid's not... Is Sid technically one of the seven?
Well, okay, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not the seven.
Well, okay, alright, I am using that word because it is
There's
easy
more
to say.
than 7 of them.
No,
You
I
could say
know.
the Scions.
Yeah, well, whatever. Look,
That's what
There-
everyone else says.
what is it? There's another fucking franchise where there's like, oh, there's only 12, but actually there's fucking 17. Get fucked, nerd. I don't remember what it's called.
I think that's called Kingdom Hearts.
Probably knowing that franchise.
9 Princesses of Light, and also this other one. Don't worry about
Also
her.
this other one.
Organization 13's 14th member.
What?
Play 358 over 2 days, buddy. Or 358 days over 2. 15th member? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm so confused.
This is why I cannot bring myself to play that franchise.
Oh, okay. I understand now. Yeah, no, so you got Yustola, you got Thancred, you got Alphino, you got Alizé, you got Tataru, technically not a Scion, but she's a Scion. You got Kryle, you got Ida, you got Papa... Oh. You got oh. You got Astinian. You got the fucking Shakespeare one. That's the plug for all the drugs. I can't remember. Uriange. That's 9 already.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You got Ymitra. I don't know. Ymitra's not really a scion. But the fucking.
Anyways.
Yeah, but yeah, no. There's definitely more than 7. But
Okay.
yeah, you voiced Sid. It was
Yes.
just kind of gruff, slightly British.
Slightly British, yeah. I kind of remembered the gruffness, but I just didn't remember if I gave him like a British accent or an Irish accent.
It was kind of a mix of both.
It was probably what probably happened was that I was trying to do British, but I kept slipping into Irish.
Well, luckily it's fitting for him, so.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Oh.
What?
Wait, didn't we just come out here and...
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing this giant portal. Or this giant force field.
Oh, yeah, that's because it wasn't there.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't appear until you do this quest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though the cutscene is already played for it to appear, it's not there until you start the
It's
quest.
not there.
Backshots is keeper of knowledges and data. What does Uplander wish to learn about? Uplander comes in search of backshots. How fitting. Oh, you mean Sid? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Aye. My thanks for sharing your knowledge, backshots. These Illuminati, wow, are indeed most hostile. Hey! Alistair. Stanix. Old friend. You haven't seen Y'shtola, have you? This is definitely not the original voice, but fuck it, we're going to
Pretty
rock with
close.
it. Yeah. Drained of all the aether in a matter of mere moments. 7 hells. How much power does that thing need? Too much, plainly. Well, it sounds as if we have an urgent dismantling job on our hands. From what backshots have been telling me, the Illuminati are the most likely culprits. They have the knowledge to summon a primal, and the requisite short-sightedness not to think better of it. Fanatical captures their philosophy nicely, I think. Their goal being nothing less than sole ownership of all the world's technology. Needless to say, they're more than willing to kill anyone who stands between them and what they want. Brotherhood of Steel? Oh, sorry, wrong game. Quite how they managed to coax a primal into the hulk of a Charlian defense mechanism. I don't know, but it looks like they've made themselves a tidy little fortress inside the Colossus. Whew. We'll need to contend with them if we're able to disable the thing. As for this task itself, simply destroying whatever serves as its engine should do the trick. Assuming it is in fact mechanical. But before we're all that, we'll need to find a way in, though yet another bloody barrier.
Barrier is not new. Rose up 3 years ago, after ground made shivery shakes.
land was freed from riverbed then. Round Rocks was there. Saw with own two eyes. Round Rocks. Sorry. Who is... Daughter of Snowfix. Round Rock loves junk more than all other gobbies. Was collecting them, and is playing now. Look! You got this one.
What?
Round Rocks.
Oh, okay.
Shiny Jenkins, sparkly rocks, spitty bobs and whirly cocks.
What is... By the gods, what is... Never mind. I'm sorry for interrupting Round Rocks. But I need to ask you a question. What's heavier? Kilogram of feathers or kilogram of steel?
Kilogram of dildos. Bobbing, nothing bobbed, silly Uplander. Ground made shivery shakes when giant of whirling cocks stood, and that magic wolves came up too.
I didn't realize that you were going to continue after I said that.
What?
There was more to my line.
Oh, there was?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, that was just really funny, so I'm just gonna roll with it. So, what the mental flashbang? So, it wasn't the tremor that freed the Colossus. It was the Colossus which caused the tremor. And you are absolutely certain you saw it rise from the waters, young one. Seven hells. I think someone tried and failed to summon it 3 years ago. But was it the Illuminati? Or...
I'm gonna take Brayflox. I know someone voiced Brayflox, but I don't remember. It's not in the doc, so it's gonna be B.
I think it was you, but I'm not sure.
Brayflax come to trade with tongue flaps, Uplander.
They all sound the same, basically.
Ah, just a goblin. Slowfix tells me you're his resident expert on the Illuminati. Pardon me a moment while I consult with my fellow Uplander.
No.
Well, that was rude.
It's rude to turn away from me when you're talking to me, Bitchlander.
So help me God, I will punt this one into next year. If I may make a suggestion, I'll speak with Brayfox, Bitchflux, and learn what I can of our opponents. In the meantime, could you investigate the Colossus itself? Biggs and Wedge on... Gotta put Biggs and Wedge.
Oh my god, yeah.
Are near where its hand landed on the shore of the
Thaliac.
Thaliac?
Yeah, that or
Jonah.
Taliac, I'm not sure, but...
I think it's Thaliac, because TH, but fuck, I'm the dyslexic one, so.
Yeah.
And see if you can't find a way inside the machine. Oh, good luck with the pair of you. Alright, next time, don't just start arguing with me in front of my friend.
You'll never see me anymore.
Who is
Also,
this?
Who's that?
She's so pretty, oh my god.
I was about to say.
Wife?
Wife?
You stole a competition?
No, hold on. I have had no wife in this game.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you, you will drop this wife for post-Endwalker wife in a fucking heartbeat. Aqua has dibs, but you will want her. I know you will.
We'll see.
Okay, so who voices Biggs?
I think it was me, and I think it was a high-pitched voice.
I
because
think-
we were doing the joke.
Yeah,
Or maybe you were Biggs and I was Wedge. I don't remember.
I was Biggs and you were Wedge, but I've definitely voiced Wedge.
Did you?
Yeah, because I said good girl as him once.
Oh, maybe. Well, I thought I was doing it because I was trying to give him as low as a voice as possible.
Yeah, Biggs was supposed to have a high-pitched voice, and Wedge was supposed to have, like, deep, like,
Deep.
fuck. Basically, like the Valorant E-boy voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's talk to Biggs.
So I was Biggs?
No, I was Biggs, you were
Yeah,
Wedge.
you were Biggs. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sedex Alistair, come to see the glasses, eh? The chief has us looking for a way in. Of course, there's a bleeding barrier around the whole thing. Another one. Luckily for us, when the big feller came down, its head clamped onto the shore here, punching a hole in its defenses, and leaving that round portal there unprotected. Only trouble is, it's locked and doesn't seem to have a key. For want of a better idea, Wedge is listening in to Illuminati link pearl communications and hopes they'll mention the trick to opening it.
Dee-da-dee-da-dee-dee. There's only one signal coming from inside the giant, and it's always the same pattern.
I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba da.
Sorry.
Thanks, Biggs. I'm certain it's a code. The Illuminati always use coded messages. From what I hear, they've developed a special kind of crystal specifically for transmuting link pearl waveforms. If we could get our hands on one, the chief's decoding machine here should, theoretically, be able to use it to untangle the meaning. Quite where we'd find such a crystal is another matter.
Does Outlander know Ronrox? She makes great collection of junk and things. Maybe is keeping crystal at shortstop.
Wouldn't that be a stroke of luck? And it just so happens I've been working on a means of identifying the crystal in question. Here, Alistair and Senex, take this. 3G7-001B. I'm glad that I got that on the first take. Sprinkle that powder over this so-called collection, and look for anything that glimmers. It should contain the material we need. You may have to borrow one of Round Rox's treasures, but I'm sure she won't mind if you tell her it's for a good cause. Or I'll do my sweet talking.
Oh, Wedge, always on your sweet talking. You're so silly.
Never you mind. It's really easy to slip into that voice now.
It's really easy to slip into something. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there.
I don't fucking Jesus. Alright, whatever.
Oh, tiny cat person? I can't tell if Lalafells are boys or girls.
That I wouldn't, yeah. Hey, don't mind us.
Oh, there it is. Okay. A lot of things in my quest inventory. What is that beeping noise?
Oh, that was my phone.
Oh.
Ah.
What is a blander doing? Snaky taker, bitchlander, fucking whore. Treasure likes to found rocks.
Wait, now hold on. We're trying to kill giant mech thing.
I'm gonna kill your giant mech thing. Uplander needs it for giant and whirly cocks, but glowstone is most favorite to treasure of round rocks. Alright, but Uplander must promise to bring it back, or Round Rocks is getting very angry.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
By the way, actual tears. Don't know what that was about.
Damn, alright. Getting real interested.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. The quest is disarmed. You think we're gonna dislodge the arm of this robot?
Ha.
Yeah, you can shut the fuck up, Alistair. That was a horrible joke. Ah, Alistair, Xenix. No burns, I see. Oh, no reason. Tell me, did the 3G7-001B reveal anything?
Why do I feel like we just handled an SCP?
Never you mind. Also, thanks. And you have my word that I'll give this back to Roundcox when I've finished with it. Now, let's take a listen to what the Illuminati are really saying. Fuck. Goodness. All that infernal beeping is gone. Now it's a message, clear as day. Let's see. Today's schedule for Gordius? We're gonna go Gordius.
Yeah.
Registration of 7th Bell. Stop. Lewis, the Corill? Cubs at 3rd Bell. Stop. Rest at and recuperation at 2nd Bell. Repeat. Today's schedule for Gordius. Housing? But I'm sure that was the only message. This has to be some sort of jest.
Don't be daft, Wedge. It's just another code. You need the proper crystal and the proper knowledge to understand it. Bleeding Illuminati. Should have known it wouldn't be so easy.
Let me see who it is. Oh, it's a new character.
Oh. Is male or female?
That's a great question.
Shit.
Oh, it's the person we just saw.
Oh, okay. Quite the conundrum you have there.
Oh, fuck. You're gonna make me want to fuck her even more.
Oh no, she has a gun.
Oh, fuck. That's even hotter.
God damn it. But it's your lucky day.
She's 26, too. Fuck.
I'll crack that code. Assuming you can come to a little arrangement.
Can I rearrange your cuts? Or you could rearrange mine. I don't care.
I'm a treasure hunter by trade. And there's a certain something I want inside that the giant.
I help you get inside, and you help me get out with it.
Can you help me get inside you?
I'm going to keep ignoring the horny one.
That's a smart idea. I can't stop the words.
A fair deal, no? The name's
Mide?
Hyde?
I
Sure,
assume.
We'll go with that. By the way.
You have Mide heart.
Senex, she ain't gonna fuck you, bro.
Please! Please, 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 please.
Charmed. I'm sure you are aware that the interior is most certainly swarming with Illuminati, yes?
Why do you think I came to you? There's strength in numbers, friend. Best we join forces, eh? Not in that way.
I
Now,
want to join forces with your womb.
swear to God, I will put a bullet in your forehead.
It would be the happiest death you could ever give me.
Why do I always team up with the weird ones? Now, the words you intercepted are largely gibberish, but paired with the numbers, well, you see, 7, stop, 3, stop, 2, wasn't it? You, the big one. See the pipes atop the hatch? There ought to be a valve up there with a wheel. Imagine it's a...
Why did my brain immediately
Cock.
go, imagine it's a cock?
Yeah.
And try turning it right to 7, left to 3, and then back to 2.
That sounds rather painful. Kinda hot.
She could tear off my penis, I don't care.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh. We did it. We did it.
Ah! Superhero landing.
That's really bad on your knees.
I don't have knees anymore. Mr. Garland removed them.
Biggs, what the fuck?
You did.
So, the Illuminati have been announcing the way to enter the Colossus all along. Strange. Well done for cracking the code, anyway. I had less success, sadly. I'm afraid Bayflox knows little more than we do about the Illuminati's plan for the Primal. Or the Primal, I'm sorry. Gum. Gross. Things aren't as bad as all that. We found a way inside the machine. I'm going weirdly Australian. We'll have to learn about it as we go. It's only a massive mammoth, after all. Stopping it should be as simple as destroying its core. If we send in a suitably
intrepid
team of surveyors, I don't see why we can't trace the machine's power back to the source via the struts and piping. And I know just the man to lead the party. What say you, Alex? Alex? What the fuck is Alex? What say you, Alistair and Senex? guess we don't have a choice.
And what of me? Pray tell. I opened the way for this grand expedition of yours. Surely that earned me a place in your little band to hunt for my treasure.
You did as you promised. And you may do as you will now. But only so long as your treasure hunt doesn't endanger the mission. I joined with if I could. But there's something I need to see to first. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge here in case of emergencies. Good luck, my friend. Fuck, she also has like a Alex. Yeah. She also just has a really good outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You now have access to Fisting the Father. Gordius can be accessed via the entrance in the Baker's Quarter.
Oh.
We are technically in a field, so you can't really sign out here.
I would just teleport, my guy.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. But it is also getting late, and my voice is, like, slowly killing itself. So, I'm gonna go teleport to Idleshire and clock out from there.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Good night, Alistair.
Oh,
I
no.
love you.
No.
I think I might be on for a little bit longer. Not much, though. I'm probably
That's
just
fair.
gonna end stream, though.
No, fair enough. Oh.
Bye, chat. I'll see you
Good
again
night, chat.
at some point. I don't fucking
Yes.
know when.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, well,